The Encyclopaedia of Pure Materia Medica T. F. Allen. About the author. Dr. Timothy Field Allen, M.D., 1837–1903. Timothy Field Allen was born in Westminster, Vermont. He has done his undergraduate education at Amherst College and his medical degree from New York University in 1861. After serving as a surgeon during the Civil War, he returned to New York where he partnered with Dr. Carroll Dunham. He also studied homeopathy with Dr. P. Wells. In 1871, Dr. Allen was appointed professor of Materia Medica at the New York Homeopathic Medical College. Later he became the dean of the faculty. While professor and surgeon at New York Ophthalmic Hospital, Dr. Allen was responsible for its conversion to a homeopathic institution. In addition to his devotion to homeopathy, Dr. Allen was an accomplished musician and botanist. Dr. Allen dedicated 40 years of his life to the art and science of homeopathy. Important works of T. F. Allen. Encyclopaedia of Pure Materia Medica, 1874, Berninghausen's Therapeutic Pocketbook, 1861, Homeopathic Calculator from BTP Handbook of Materia Medica and Homeopathic Therapeutics, 1889, A Primer of Materia Medica, 1892, Ophthalmic Therapeutics, 1874, The Symptom Register, 1880, Pocket Characteristics, 1894. The Encyclopaedia of Pure Materia Medica, a record of the positive effects of drugs upon the healthy human organism. This is a record of most of the homeopathic drug proving and toxicology up to this point. The volumes were published between 1874 and 1879. 12 volumes. Volume 1, 1874. Volume 2, 1875. Volume 3, 1876. Volume 4, 1876. Volume 5, 1877. Volume 6, 1877. Volume 7, 1878. Volume 8, 1878. Volume 9, 1879. Volume 10, 1879. Aim of the book: to supply a complete and accurate record of the positive effects of drugs upon the healthy human organism, pathological anatomy accepted. The editor mentioned in the introduction that these symptoms are recorded as facts, which, while the interpretation of their physiological action is as sure to change as physiology is to advance, will ever remain the same, and re-read and reinterpreted with increasing clearness and satisfaction. Preparation of this book. The sources from which this compilation has been made are three. 1. First, experiments made upon healthy individuals for the purpose of noting the effects of drugs. 2. Second, effects observed after poisonous doses, accidentally or maliciously administered. 3. Third, cautiously admitted, observed in the sick after the administration of the drug. According to Dr. T. F. Allen, to these must be added a very few symptoms, which have never been observed as effects of drug action, but which have been so repeatedly verified clinically, that they clearly indicate the remedy. These are designated by a small cipher, O, after the symptom. Translations. Translations have been made with special care to preserve the accurate meaning of the original. For several years the editor has kept added to and elaborated a small manuscript vocabulary, which includes the most obscure terms used in describing symptoms, the translation of which has been adopted after numerous comparisons and conferences with German scholars. Much aid has been obtained from a table of terms published in the Vierteljahrschrift. The translation from the French mostly been made by Dr. G. L. Freeman, a good French scholar and translator. A few extracts will illustrate this part of the work. Frost chill, Mat. A sensation of weakness, weariness, demist confused, Abgeschlagenheit, mental dejection, physical prostration or weariness, Angriffenheit indisposed, sick, Schlund, the whole internal throat or pharynx. Volumes of Encyclopaedia, 12 volumes. The last 2 volumes, 11th and 12th, index. Total 1039 drugs are present in this book. Drugs. Number of medicine. Year of publication. Volume 1 Abies canadensis Atropinum 106, 1874. Volume 2 Aurum Cardus Marianus 74, 1875. Volume 3 Carlsbad Cubeba 73, 1876. Volume 4 Condurango Hydrocotyle 113, 1876. Volume 5 Hydrocyanicum acidum, Lycopersicum 83, 1877. Volume 6 Lycopodium Nicolum 72, 1878. Volume 7 Nicotinum Plumbago 71, 1878. Volume 8 Plumbum Serpentaria 69, 1878. Volume 9 Sepia Thuja 50, 1879. Volume 10 Tilia Zizia 51, 1879. Volume 11 Index AJ, Abandoned Jumping, Volume 12 Index KZ, Kicks Zygoma. Volumes in detail. Volume 1 Contents. List of remedies with page number. Introduction about the book Materia Medica proper. Volume 2 to 10 Contents. List of remedies with page number. Materia Medica proper. In addition to this, in Volume 3 and 10 notes and corrections are given at the end. Volume 11 Contents. Introduction. Abbreviation of medicines from Abies canadensis to Zincum sulfuicum. Index from A to J. The index starts with rubric abandoned and end with the rubric jumping. See springing. Volume 12. This volume contains index from K to Z. Starts from kicks to zygoma. Scheme 1. Mind. A. Emotional. 1. Rage, fury, etc. 2. Desires and aversions. 3. Moods. A. Laughs or weeps. B. Sadness, anxiety, fear. C. Changing mood. D. Indifference. B. Intellectual. 1. Thought. 2. Memory. 3. Cognition. 2. Head. A. Confusion and vertigo. B. Sensations, in general. 1. Burning. 2. Bursting. 3. Constrictive, cramping, squeezing, pinching, etc. 4. Dull, aching, beating, boring, etc. 5. Sharp. 6. Sore. 7. Throbbing. C. Sensations, local. 1. Forehead, burning, bursting, etc. 2. Temples, vertex. 3. Parietals. 4. Occiput. 3. Eye. A. Eye in general. 1. Objective, general appearance, motions, twitchings. 2. Subjective, general sensations. B. Eye locally. 1. Orbit. 2. Lids. 3. Lacrimal apparatus. 4. Conjunctiva. 5. Ball, sensations. 6. Pupil. 7. Vision. A. Acute or impaired. B. Photophobia. C. Distorted. D. Elusive. 4. Ear. A. External ear. 1. Objective. 2. Subjective. B. Hearing. 1. Acute or impaired. 2. Illusions of hearing. 5. Nose. A. Tissue. 1. Objective, including discharges. 2. Subjective. B. Function. 1. Smell acute or impaired. 2. Illusions of smell. 6. Face. A. Face in general. 1. objective, appearance, color, etc. 2. Subjective. B. Face locally. 1. Cheeks and upper jaw. 2. Lips. 3. Chin and lower jaw. 7. Mouth. A. Teeth, objective and subjective. B. Gummer. C. Tongue. D. General mouth. E. Saliva. F. Taste. G. Speech. 8. Throat. 1. Objective and subjective. 2. Throat locally. A. Uvula. B. Tonsils. C. Fauces and pharynx. D. Swallowing. 3. Throat externally. 9. Stomach function. A. Appetite, acute or impaired, perverted. B. Thirst, acute or impaired, perverted. C. Eructations. D. Hiccup. E. Nausea. F. Vomiting. 10. Abdomen. A. Hypochondria. B. Umbilical and sides. C. General abdomen. D. Hypogastrium and iliac regions. 11. Rectum and anus. 12. Stool. A. Diarrhea. 1. Character. 2. Conditions. 3. Concomitants. B. Constipation. 13. Urinary organs. A. Bladder and kidneys. B. Urethra, discharges and sensations. C. Micturition. D. Urine. 14. Sexual organs. A. Male. 1. Penis. 2. Scrotum and testicles. 3. Sexual desires. B. Female. 1. Uterus and ovaries. 2. Vagina, discharges and sensations. 3. Menstruation. A. Early. 5. Late. 4. Sexual desires. 15. Respiratory organs. A. Larynx, trachea, and bronchi. B. Voice. C. Cough and expectoration. D. Respiration. 16. Chest. 1. In general, objective and subjective. 2. Locally. 1. Front. 2. Sides. 17. Heart and pulse. A. Precardium. B. Heart's action. 1. Rapid. 2. Slow. 3. Irregular. C. Pulse. 18. Neck and back. A. Nape of neck. B. Back, general. C. Back, local. 1. Dorsal. 2. Lumbar. 3. Sacral. 19. Extremities in general, objective and subjective, no skin symptoms. 20. Superior extremities. A. In general. B. Local. 1. Shoulder. 2. Arm. 3. Forearm. 21. Inferior extremities. 22. General symptoms. A. Objective, motion. 1. Spasms, etc. 2. Paralysis. B. Subjective, sensation. 1. Acute. 2. Impaired. 3. Pain. A. Burning. B. Bursting. C. Constrictive. D. Dull. E. Sharp. J. Throbbing. 23. Skin. A. General, appearance, color, etc. B. Eruptions. 1. Dry, general and local. 2. Moist, general and local. 3. Pustular, general and local. C. Sensations, for sensibility. C. Generalities. 24. Sleep and dreams. A. Sleepiness. B. sleeplessness. C. Dreams. 25. Fever. A. Chilliness. 1. General. 2. Partial. B. Heat. 1. General. 2. Partial. C. Sweat. 1. General. 2. Partial. 26. Conditions. A. Aggravations. 1. Time. 2. Circumstance. B. Ameliorations. Index of Encyclopaedia of Pure Materia Medica. The index embraces everything except huats, provings, of Anantheraum, Bufo, Cubeba, Curae, Kali iodatum, Piper nigrum and Sarracenia and Waltz, proving, of Fuja. These have been omitted, since it has been demonstrated that they are untrustworthy as pathogenesis. Aconitum, Athusa and Hypericum have been indexed from the revised pathogenesis in Volume 10 supplement. All corrections noted in the work, especially at the end of Volume 3 and 10, have been observed. The arrangement is strictly alphabetical, first the part affected, seconds the sensation, conditioned or modified. Location. Here the part affected will be found by referring to its first letter, e.g., symptoms of the brachialis anticus muscle will be found under B, of wrist under W, of the eye under E. The localization of symptoms is carried out to the fullest extent. E.g., in back we may find, first all sensations of back, in general, alphabetically arranged from ache to weakness, then the various parts of the back arranged alphabetically, back, above anus arteries of near axilla opposite bowels dorsal region etc. Under each of these subdivisions of back, the sensations or symptoms will be found in alphabetical order, conditioned or peculiar as the case may be. If the anatomical region has a specific and independent name, it is placed by itself, e.g. thigh, cheek, hypochondrium, umbilicus, etc. Regarding sides, in the chest, abdomen, back and other parts, the numerous symptoms of the sides are placed together under a special subdivision of the general part, and when the particular side is specified, the letter R or L follows the drug. E.g. chest, anterior part, aching, at 8 a.m. nausea, L, cramp at 3:25 p.m., conium, R, in those portions of the body which are paired, the subdivision is unnecessary as in thigh, hand etc. Sensations. The patients and provers vary their ability to distinguish sensations. What may seem to one only stitching pain may be recognized others as cutting pain. Allen said that, the pain and sensations are used synonymously, e.g. cutting pain, cutting sensation, means the same. We have placed them all under cutting. Sensations are arranged alphabetically under the various headings and have given numerous cross-references. Conditions and peculiarities. Under each sensation will be found its conditions and peculiarities. The conditions are first given and arranged in 3 sections. A. General conditions. First, time. Second, circumstance. The time is arranged by the hours of day and night, the circumstances alphabetically. B. Conditions of aggravation. First, time. Second, circumstance. C. Conditions of amelioration. First, time. Second, circumstance. The drugs found under the sensations conditioned will not be found under the sensations unconditioned, but aggravation and ameliorations repeats the drugs in the unconditioned section, e.g. the drugs found under aching in morning will not found under general aching, while the drugs found under aching aggravation or amelioration in the morning can also found under general aching. The peculiar sensations are arranged alphabetically after the unmodified sensation, e.g., back pain. All the drugs having simply pain are given with the conditions, then follow all the peculiar pains alphabetically arranged, each with its conditions. Among these peculiar sensations will be found all modifications of the original sensation, such as course and direction, always under the initial region, alternations of sensation, etc. He was intended to add to the index a chapter of conditions, but the size of the work renders it impossible to arrange them properly. This will be done in separate work to be called Book of Conditions. At the end, he said that as long as our knowledge of the action of drugs upon the health is imperfect, so long we are obliged to rely upon the clinical conditions. In this moment we recommended the use of clinical repertory, which contains such indications. Merits. For each remedy in the Encyclopaedia, the actual symptoms are preceded by the name of the prover, the dosage that produced that symptom, and the reference for that symptom. Other sources of information, such as accidental poisonings, are also included. The incompatible benefit of Allen's work is that the symptoms are recorded in the actual words of prover. Modern homeopaths consider Allen's Encyclopaedia to be an essential reference. That is, in the heading, Authorities, instead of a bare list of names authorities from whom Hahnemann was quoted, there is affixed to each a brief statement of the nature of his observations, sufficient to show generally the value of the symptoms derived from this source. Most of the provings and many cases of poisonings from the intervening 10 years were added, as well as Allen's clinical notes. Demerits. The encyclopedia was called Dr. Allen's gigantic and most disreputable work. In a review published in the Homeopathic Times in December of 1879, it is called as the work, a heap of trash, of symptoms which seem to have been assembled aimlessly from every language under heaven, from every mental hospital in the country, and from nurseries where tender mothers take seriously the symptoms and sayings of the young progeny. An analytical revision of the Encyclopaedia of Pure Materia Medica was published by Allen in 1881, which included the revisions to remedies from agaricus to carbo-vegetables. There was nothing like the rest of the remedies in the encyclopedia that he published. Dr. Allen's work is an unrevised edition of the homeopathic Materia Medica. It lacks reliability. Hughes' proving of lax by Dr. Swan has not been included for publication. The imponderabilia section was not compiled in a suitable pattern. Thank you.